golf clap. This came up about a week and a half ago, but it's relevant because the Ryder Cup is this weekend, which is a great thing for golf. It's so much fun, as is the President Cup. I absolutely love the Ryder Cup. Okay, I love the team aspect of it. I love the best ball, the alternate shot, where you're relying on your teammate. How are they going to play? Are they going to set you up for a bad shot? Are they going to hit a good shot? It's just fun to watch. It's fun playing that way, too. If you ever go with a group of guys, you're playing a foursome, playing 2v2, best ball, or scramble. It just makes the game fun. To me, it does anyways.
Just a whole different approach to it, right?
It's a whole different approach. I see what you're trying to do here. I see what you're trying to do here. You're trying to segue into this. Here's what happened. They interviewed Brooks Kopeka. Okay, let me go ahead and pull up the article here. So my man was interviewed, and he said, here's what he said, quote. He said, it's tough. There are times when I'm like, I won my match, I did my job. What do you want? Wait, is that later on? He says some more to that. Yes, okay. First he said, it's a bit odd if I'm honest. I don't want to say it's a bad week. We're just so individualized, and everybody has a routine and a different way of doing things. And now it's like, okay, we have to have a meeting at this time or go do this or do that. It's the opposite of what happens during a major week. If I break down a major week, it's so chill. Okay. Is it horrible? No. But it's pessimistic, okay?
Yeah.
And then he follows up with, it's tough. There are times when I'm like, I won my match, I did my job. What do you want from me? I know how to take responsibility for the shots I hit every week. Now somebody else hits a bad shot and left me in a bad spot, and I know this hole is a loss. That's new, and you have to change the way you think about things. You go from an individual sport all the time to a team sport 1 week a year. It's so far from my normal routine. No shit, Brooks. Like,
thank you for the description of how a team sport is played versus
I had no idea how scramble worked. That's incredible to me. Is it horrible? No. It's just here's my problem. If Bryson came out and said that, he would be shredded. And you know that for a fact. And that's what makes me angry, because Bryson has been getting the shit. I would
shred him for it. It would be me doing the shredding.
Yeah, and he been getting shitting on lately with the whole rule changing of the Brooksy thing. We never really got into that too much because it was kind of like whatever. But he didn't even come up with that rule, by the way. That was the PGA. And I get it, right? Because you can't yell asshole. You can't yell a derogatory term towards a golfer. People weren't yelling Brooksy as a term of endearment, okay? Let's be honest. So I get it, right? But this here to me, and Paul Azinger came out and kind of ripped him and said, look, if you don't want to be on the team, if it's so much of a hassle to you to not be individualized for the week, give it to somebody else. Bill Horschel would love to play.
Yeah, there's plenty of guys that would love to be on the Ryder Cup to say that they were on that team and had the opportunity to play for their country, for sure. Now, at the same time, I can also kind of see where he's coming from. I mean, 99.9% of the time, these guys aren't worried about what other players are doing, what schedules to meet. They have their own team, their own schedule. They go out and they do their own thing for preparation, and then they're not piggybacked onto somebody else's shot. So I can kind of see where he's coming from. It's just not.
But everybody's dealing with it. Who cares? Yep. That's what makes it fun. Is because somebody hits a bad shot. Not the hole's a loss. No. Okay, now I got to be fucking a playmaker and stay close.
Now I got to be Superman.
And then hopefully my partner makes a putt. Like, what are you talking about? This hole's a loss. Like, dude, that's not the grinding mentality you're supposed to have. Like, no, let's go get this W. To me, look, he's always had this, like, I don't care. Like, I just wake up on the weekend and play golf, and everybody loves it. Oh, he's so cool. He's such a badass. Cool, man. Like, he's your typical, like, just bro. Like, yeah, dude, like, I don't practice. I just show up to the major and just play golf.
He is golf bro.
He's a golf bro. And he's fun to watch. He's fun. He keeps it light. And he's even says, like, I wish we could talk more shit. Talk shit. Ain't nobody going to give you shit about it. Don't be a little bitch.
you are right now. Shit. He was talking shit.
So, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't like it.
Look,
I think.
Let's see what he does. It's this weekend.
He could come back. He could make up for it and kind of ball out.
He comes out there and he just balls out and just, does his thing, and he goes out there and he recovers 2 or 3 bad shots to win a hole, and he's out there fist pumping and getting the crowd going and all about the red, white, blue. Let's go. Let's see what he does.
So,
look, I mean, at the end of the day, he's just calling it the way he sees it. He's not exactly saying he's shit on this team. I don't like him. He's just saying, it's a little bit different. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but we'll see what he does on the team itself.
It's just a negative perspective, I feel. So
he's a dick. He's always been a dick.
I'm okay with you being a dick. Just don't be a negative, pessimistic a-hole when it comes to an American team sport. That's all I got to say.
Marcus.
So I'm going to leave it at that. We'll leave it at TBD, okay? We'll see if he comes out there and he balls out and he's fist pumping and he's pumping up the crowd like you said. I'll forgive him and I'll be forgiven and we'll move on.